Summer has come and passed. The innocent can never last. Wake me up when September ends. Like my father's come to pass, 7 years has gone so fast. Wake me up when September ends. Here comes the rain again, falling from the stars, drenched in my pain again, becoming who we are. As my memory rests, but never forgets what I lost. Wake me up when September ends.
Discipline is the first law of nature. The sun rises and brings the day. It sets and there is night. The moon and the stars are visible. Thus the day and night alternate each other. The months and seasons come by rotation. There is no scramble for outmaneuvering one another. The elements and compounds all follow their natural properties. The earth revolves around the sun unfailingly, and the law of gravitation and other such natural laws hold their ground eternally. Man is a part and parcel of nature. He is also a unit, an entity in the social fabric. If there were no strict rules or principles for the objects of nature, there would be complete chaos. If the human beings do not observe discipline, the entire social structure would fall like house of cards. For instance, we can violate the rules of the road only at a great peril to our lives. A disobedient child may have to face disinheritance from his parents. A student who is not respectful and obedient to his teachers can learn nothing and has to repent in the long run. A disobedient public servant may lose his job. Discipline is not only essential for an individual's success but also for a nation's success. Those nations which do not observe discipline can make no progress, and they even lose their freedom. Countries like Japan, Germany, USA and China have made tremendous progress only through observance of discipline. A nation's discipline has not only to be social and political in the form of hard, honest work by its citizens and its leaders alike, having patriotic thoughts and doing patriotic deeds for the defense and the progress of a nation is part of discipline. Even population cannot be controlled without self-discipline by the citizens. It is said that discipline is unavoidable for every nation. All nations which do not or cannot observe internal discipline will ultimately ruled by some external power which is capable of enforcing discipline. This is what we have been observing all along in history. Discipline as for a nation is of two types for an individual. The external discipline is observable in the form of obedience to superiors like parents, teachers, bosses, etc., and following a particular set of rules to daily routine for efficient work and excellent results in our mundane activities. But there is also an inner and higher discipline which pertains to the mind and soul. This consists in sticking to high character, truthfulness and honesty in the face of all temptations. One has to be a man of principles and a man of word. In such cases, we may have to face many privations, tortures and opposition by sometimes even the near and dear ones. How can we stand in the face of difficulties? The answer for this is we have to inculcate the values of discipline. Where can we imbibe the values of discipline from? Here, as you see, the classroom, which is synonymous with temple, is the place from where we can learn the values of discipline. Teacher has to teach them the right values early in life. Here, the teacher is trying to leave a very lasting impression upon the minds and hearts of his students. The most important values that he would like his students to follow are:
Hello and good morning, guys and girls. Welcome to VJIT. Nice to see the new batch of students. All are looking bright and cheerful. All have taken up BTech. It is a turning point in your life. On this first day, I would like to tell you one story. Shall I? Well, listen attentively. Once upon a time, there was a sculptor who had a great skill in making good statues. One day, the sculptor was going in a forest. He was walking. He came across a rectangular stone. He stopped there and said, "I want to make you into a beautiful statue. Would you cooperate with me?" Stone said, "Statue? Oh yes, sure." Sculptor was pleased. He started opening his toolkit, hammer, chisel, nails, etc. On looking at these tools, the stone got frightened. It said, "Oh no, I am sorry. I am happy the way I am. I don't want to become a statue." Sculptor was disappointed and he said, "Okay, no problem," and walked away. He walked for a few more miles. Then he came across another stone. He asked the same question. Stone said, "Yes." He started working. Stone tried to endure the pain. It started crying, and half the way through, when it started getting the shape of a statue, It cried and yelled. "Oh, stop," it said. "I can't take it any longer. I don't want it." Sculpture asked it to be patient, but it won't listen. "Stop," it said, and the sculpture walked away disappointed. Sculptor started walking further. He now came across a third stone. Same process continued, and he started carving the stone. He was using all his tools. The statue began to cry, but silently. It was trying to induce the pain. Sculptor stopped and asked, "Do you want me to stop?" Statue said, "No, you may continue." Soon it was transformed into marvelous statue and amazing idol. Sculptor was pretty pleased. He looked at the statue for a while and said goodbye and left with a satisfied smile. Villagers passed by that forest. They came across this idol and decided to build a temple. Soon they constructed a beautiful temple. The completed idol was worshipped with flowers, nectar, milk and other offerings. The first stone was put in the entrance as one of the steps, and the half-completed statue was used. Guess what? It was used as a stone to break coconuts. So dear students, I have a question. Whom would you like to be? First stone on which people step on. Second stone on which people break coconuts. Third stone which is in the sanctum enjoying honey, ghee, milk and other pleasures in a temple. Which one do you want to be? It's for you to decide on this day, these 4 years. If you decide to focus, work hard, you will enjoy all your life. But if you only while away your time, bunk classes, play around and misuse the most crucial years of your life, you need to struggle all your life. You need to face hardships. These 4 years you should learn to balance studies and play with extracurricular activities, should maintain your percentage. I am sure these 4 years will be the most wonderful period in your life. Hope to see you all again tomorrow. Bye and have a great day.
Mr. Jitendra Reddy and Mr. Purushottam Reddy had an intention to do social service for students, and they started an educational society named VJES, Jyothi Educational Society. They slowly came up with an idea of starting a school named Bloom's. Bloom's School was established in March 1993. After some years, they wanted to start an engineering college and they formed as a board of members. Finally, they got permission for establishing a professional engineering college in 1998. The college started functioning from 1999 January 3rd onwards. Hence, January 3rd is celebrated as birthday of VJIT Institute of Technology. It is important that we should optimize our stay on the college campus. This is the right place to make good long-lasting relationships. It is here one can build on strength of strong foundations like friendship and spirit of caring and sharing. In my opinion, we have to go a long way in this connection.